What's up, everybody? It is Thursday in my world. Gotta fix this. There we go. Still a little fuzzy, but it's fine. I'm doing a requested song, much requested, I would say. Probably the most heavily requested song I've had, aside from the other DIMASH song I just did. I do so many, it's hard to remember all the titles. But I'm doing Stranger today. So I am trying this filter because I know, having been told by many of the dears, that this video particularly gets blocked a lot. So we're going to just try and see how the filter works. I may be pausing throughout. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Got my coffee, so we're all set there. Before I get started, please remember, I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. I do my best, but I am not a vocal coach. These are just my opinions. This is not me analyzing for microtones and all that stuff. There are many videos by people who are professionals doing this that you could go watch if you want. So that's not what you're going to get from me. So just don't expect it. Also, my number one rule, don't be a dick. You can disagree with me if you like. That doesn't matter to me too much. Music is subjective. It's just our opinions. But don't be mean about it. And, just try to be respectful. I try to be respectful of the artists and of the fans. And I would just ask for the same. I haven't had any trouble so far. I just want to continue to reiterate that. I want to make it a point that on my channel, I don't tolerate that shit. I don't tolerate it amongst each other, and I prefer it not to come at me either. So, with that out of the way, we will see if this video is able to be posted. Let's get into it. This is Stranger by DIMASH. Here we go.
Спасибо огромное. А теперь прозвучит новая песня. Примеры.
I like this instrumentation already. Somebody can tell me what that instrument is in the comments.
You crown far as I can see. You crown underneath my feet. Stranger in a stranger's land. You chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin again.
I'm gonna just pause it partially for the filter, but also so far I like it. I like this instrumentation a lot. I know that the guy who composed it, many of you have mentioned to me, in fact, that the guy who composed it is a well-regarded Russian composer who was at least in semi-retirement and came out of retirement just to work with DIMASH. So that's cool. And you can definitely hear the, the Eastern influence, I guess, in the music, particularly in the minors, right? That's not something that we do quite as much in the Western music world, I guess. You don't hear that as much from Western composers.
Somewhere in my heart, in ancient times, I wandered through these valleys. I have climbed among the seas. Faces from us, from how deep are the memories. Lives and loves I've lost, I feel them in me sleep.
Okay, I just want to know, everybody knows, most people know, there are different styles of singing, right? And you do different things when you're trying to achieve different effects. And you can definitely tell he has, classical operatic training because of that ability to project from his chest, right? He really, the best way I can think of to describe it is, he really gets behind the note, right? Like he's pushing up against a wall or something. He really gets all of his body behind the note and is able to project it with force. So it doesn't just sound like he's singing. He's projecting in a way that in the olden days you had to be able to do because there weren't mics. So you had to be able to reach the back of the room. His ability to transition from upper register to a very impressive bass. I know he has this range, but I haven't seen the bass range in either of the two songs I've seen so far. So to be able to do that, and then to be able to generate that much vocal power, that's very, very difficult. Key change, I love it. I fucking love Eastern styles of music. I love the minor shit. And I love when you get that. I don't even know. There's a term for it. I know there is, and I don't know what it is. But I love when you get those minor intervals. Right? It's very, very evocative. Goddamn.
New crown far as I can see.
Let's just take a second. I have myself a bass register, and I can sing a pretty decent falsetto, believe it or not. I have fairly decent range. Certainly nothing like this, but I have decent range. But it is so hard. And I'm sure a lot of this is training, but it is so hard to transition from your upper falsetto to perfectly nail a note back in, for me, my natural register. For DIMASH, I don't know what his natural register is. I would say bass is I'd say he's probably more of a tenor naturally if he was singing in the most comfortable vocal range. But to be able to transition from that high pitch perfectly without like looking for the note, right? That's the absolute pitch that he has. He doesn't have to look for the note. He sings his high note, and then he knows exactly where he's got to go, and he's like 4 or 5 octaves down. That is very hard.
New ground underneath my feet. Stranger in a stranger's land. New chance, don't know who I am if I have this strength to begin.
Another key change. Yeah, I thought so. I'm gonna stop this early, because I think it's not going to be.
DIMASH, QUDAIBERGEN.
Okay, QUDAIBERGEN. Okay, so I mean, obviously, phenomenal. I'm thinking about Igor the composer. Thinking, man, I understand why you would come out of retirement for the opportunity to work with somebody with that kind of range. It just frees you up so much as a composer, right? You can do all kinds of shit. You can go crazy with it because you know that you basically can't write anything he can't do. So you can get as creative as you want, to really go wild. And you know that, like, what you compose might not sound good. I mean, you have to work that part out. But you can put it pretty much anywhere on the staff and he can get to it. I would say that's pretty motivating for a composer. Like, oh, well, I was ready to be done, but now I've got this option to work with the best vocalist I've ever seen, and why would I not take it? This one's really great. It's cool that he's saying it in English. I mean, obviously there are subtitles, but you know, for me, I don't speak Russian or Kazakh, so it's nice when I can hear the actual lyrics in my own language. I don't have a whole lot more. This video is already kind of long for my videos. So yeah, thank you to everybody who requested this one. This was certainly an excellent request. I know there's a lot more that I have to get into. I'm hoping that the filter worked. That picture, by the way, that I have filtered over the video, I took. It's one of mine. I'm very proud of it. I think it's a beautiful little sunset. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Thank you to all the dears who have subscribed and watched and commented and given me all kinds of good background info. I really like informative comments. You know, I try to respond to as many as I can. I try to be try to engage in conversation and be appreciative when people go out of their way to, you know, help educate me on stuff that I don't already know. So thank you to everybody out there. Have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water or coffee. And be nice to each other.